here at WAND Radio strive to bring you the very best entertainment the High Academy for the Celestial and the Occult has to offer.
The Academy would like to remind our listeners that unicorns and other virtuous beings should enjoy WAND Radio at their own risk.
The management is not responsible for the continued purity of your unicorn. Thank you.
To WAND Radio, your musical muse for magical moments, live from the High Academy for the Celestial and the Occult. I'm your host, Calliope Merriweather, and joining me are my co-hosts...
Rupert von Koenig.
And I am Emmett, the brunch abolisher.
Why would you want to abolish brunch? It's delicious.
Yeah, that's why I abolish it. I like destroy it. I eradicate it. Because it is no longer there in front of me after you put it down.
Oh, you're doing away with it in your mouth.
Into my mouth, exactly.
Understood. Yeah, I can support this.
Yeah, no, I see, but brunch abolisher sounds so much better than brunch destroyer. So, I had to pull out my thesaurus here and figure out a better word, and an abolisher just sounded like it flowed better.
That's fair. Brunch eradicator is I tried to whip the tablecloth out and I destroyed all of the fine silverware and champagne flutes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's I'm going to expunge that brunch. That just didn't make sense. And
nope, that sounds pretty awful, actually.
A brunch abatement, that doesn't sound good.
That's when you're going to get more mimosas.
Extermination doesn't work.
I think the most millennial item that we could possibly have, aside from the sash, is a decanter of endless mimosas.
I would like that, please.
That would be very, very nice. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Or a bowl of endless avocados.
I would also not be upset with that either.
So the decanter, let's talk about wait. What's the other one? The alchemical stopper thing.
Flask,
jar or flask, whatever the hell. You can get mayonnaise out of that, right?
Yeah.
And mayonnaise is an egg product, so could you get unlimited eggs? Just an unlimited flow of scrambled egg mix?
It's hey, Flask, please, instead of mixing it with vinegar and shaking it vigorously, could you just give me the eggs?
Yeah, just seriously, just give me the eggs, pour them into this pan right here, I'll scramble them up, and then we'll be good.
Or you could just buy chickens, they'd be much cheaper.
Yeah, but then you gotta crack the eggs and stuff, and I think in the end, if you think about it, if you can get maybe 10 gallons of egg juice out of it, then I think it would be cheaper in the long run than having to raise chickens for the rest of your life. Because 10 gallons of egg juice a day, that sounds pretty good.
Well, students, welcome back to the first week of classes. We're happy to have you all back on campus. Our meet and greet mixer will take place in Gygax Hall tonight at 8 p.m.
Ooh, yeah.
Additionally,
Woo!
Meet and greet, yeah. It's and that's meet MEET.
Damn it.
Yeah. I saw where you were going with this. Additionally, the curator of the rare artifacts exhibit in the library has retired. If you are in need of studying any of the artifacts, please fill out the appropriate paperwork for the dean. She will set up an appointment for you to review the collection.
Hey, I have a meeting with the dean next week.
Yeah?
And I'll ask her if we can't get one of these rare artifacts to do a little bit of, looking about here on the show.
Hopefully not one of the dangerous ones.
No. I'm sure she wouldn't let me have the dangerous ones anyway.
Of course, what she defines as dangerous might be different from how we define it.
She was the person who put into effect the plane shifting people for bringing pets on campus.
True.
Which is draconian.
I agree.
To have such a harsh punishment for such a small infraction.
Completely agree. She does like to rule with an iron fist. Maybe a brass fist.
All that glitters is not gold. Dear Wand, in one of your previous episodes, you mentioned that the university is located in Sigil. Yes, our great city. Have you had any interactions with the Lady of Pain? What's she like?
Should you go back to episode 3 or 4? I'll talk about dungeons. You can talk about all Lady of Pain all you want.
Yeah, but there is no safe word with the Lady of Pain.
Ah, no, that's not good.
No,
I thought it was pronounced Sigil.
it is pronounced Sigil.
You know, this is not my first language, so excuse me.
It's okay. It's very confusing since there are two. I mean, you have sigil, which is like a magical thing, and then you have the city, which is sigil. It is a bit confusing because they're spelled exactly the same.
It's actually pronounced Sigil? I was trying to be an ass.
It is absolutely pronounced Sigil. It has been confirmed by Jeremy Crawford that it is supposed to be pronounced Sigil.
Jamie Crawford, who the fuck cares? Who is this Jeremy Crawford? Why should we care about anything that he has to say?
Sorry. I broke character. I'm sorry.
I love you, Jeremy. I'm sorry.
The studio cat is very annoying today.
Shake the no-no can.
I have been shaking the no-no can.
And spray the no-no bottle.
I might have to get a no-no bottle over here. Okay, anyway, Lady of Pain. I have not, met Lady of Pain personally, although I have heard, stories of those who have.
Oh shit, fuck, it is Sigil. That's crazy. Wow, alright.
Sigil.
I was not, I thought they were being sarcastic. Alright, I got it now. No, so, you know what we need to do? We need to improve upon that. So can't we, like, combine them into Sigil?
Sigil.
Sigil. That ain't too hard to say. Sigil. Now you can do either one, both ways.
Yeah, we can kind of have a Norse origin for it instead of the standard one. With all the double G's.
Yeah, let's just change the history of our world because we don't like the way something's pronounced. Sounds very American.
Isn't that the way that it always works?
I mean, he's not wrong.
Sounds about right.
We seceded from the Union, but we're actually heroes.
Yeah, well, hey, that 2% T tax, man.
How dare you disrespect Southern pride?
2% tax hike was draconian.
It was taxation without representation.
Remind me again how much we just increased the bridge toll.
Anyway, back to questions.
So I have to wonder, what's going to happen to
Who wrote the Book of Love?
that too?
It was me.
I'm sure Flossy is very, very pleased with that.
Emmett wrote the Book of Love. Okay. That's going on a t-shirt. Our first ever Wand t-shirt is going to be the Book of Love. Signed Emmett. No fixed surname.
You're welcome. Should be on the back.
That's how I end all my books.
Authors forward. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Maybe we could get Dwayne Johnson to do the forward for it. That would be great. Okay, so Lady of Pain. She's the strong silent type. She kind of just orchestrates everything within the city. She's not a god. Please don't worship her. She will strike you down.
I mean, you don't worship her, no, but I mean, you could look up to her if you would like to, but you don't worship, no.
Look up to her like you would look up to a mayor or someone that will never be voted out of office and can kill you with her eyes.
Man, I gotta learn how to do that.
Let's move on.
Sorry, I got distracted.
By what?
I don't know if I should say.
Oh, okay, were you singing You're Welcome to yourself again?
I was trying to rewrite the lyrics a little, yeah, to make them more Book of Love-ish. Like, it's a lot, the hair, the bod, when you're staring with a rock-hard rod.
Nope, okay, we're done.
I was going. I mean, it works pretty well. I mean, you don't even have to change half the lyrics.
It's so much better than I thought it would be.
Right? So, yeah, I think that's going to happen.
Are you rewriting that for Flossy? And are you going to sing it the way you did her birthday message? Because
Probably not that one's going out there.
that was amazing, and I really enjoyed it.
Hey, with my singing, I actually might be able to do it on par with the original singer.
Shots fired.
We love you, Dwayne. Please come on our show.
You assume Dwayne is listening to our show.
if you know Dwayne The Rock Johnson, please forward this.
Dear Wand, it's always funny to listen to other people write in with stories of their magical mishaps. I was wondering if any of you had a good story of an amusing mishap that happened to you.
Yeah, okay, so magical mishaps. I was attempting to tap into the Feywild for some influence on a spell that I was casting. And as is the whims of the creatures that ruled the Feywild, they decided to throw in a little bit of wild magic pepper into the stew that I was creating. I was trying to turn lead into gold, and instead I disappeared into a flock of flamingos and reappeared stark naked in the quad, surrounded by flamingos.
Oh no! Oh no!
With a flock of seagulls haircut.
No, they weren't that mean.
Did you at least have pink hair?
Not where you'd think.
Oh my!
I've been around this campus for a long time. Yeah, we had lots of crazy things happen. One guy, we were having a birthday party, and we asked him to make some candles for us so we could put them on the cake. Well, he was fairly new at conjuring, and evidently he created them. We was trying to light them, and evidently they were fireproof candles. So we were sitting there trying to light them for about 20 minutes before we realized that they wouldn't light. They're fireproof. They're immune to fire. It was the stupidest thing in the world.
Well, I mean, it happens, but...
That'd be good for one of those, sensey things. Then it could never burst into flame.
Oh, yeah. You just have the nice smell all the time.
Just add some essential oils.
Well, when I say fireproof, I mean heatproof, too. They were basically just impossible to melt.
Oh.
So they were just, wax.
They were basically wax sticks that could not be melted or touched or hurt. Or maybe you could touch them, but you couldn't, yeah. They were purely decoration at that point. Then one time there was this forge cleric here. He was working on learning how to summon new crafting stuff, and he created this dagger. And it was a pretty dagger, but it was really, really dull. But he screwed up something in the recipe, and they tried to duplicate it because he made it basically indestructible. I mean, it was like it could not be hurt or damaged. The problem is it couldn't be sharpened either. So that was kind of stuff.
So it's like he made an indestructible letter opener?
Not even that. It wouldn't even do that. Not really. I mean, you could. It would get about, it would if you started it a little, then you could do the rest of it, But,
Wow.
I mean, if you have to do that with the letter opener, then who the hell cares? I'd rather just tear off the end.
That's a fair
Although
point.
I did see this cute little bunny rabbit that used to nibble off the ends of envelopes. So just nibble, and then it's adorable.
Is that a real bunny rabbit, or is that something from Looney Tunes?
No, that's a real bunny rabbit. I'll show it to you later.
Okay, sounds good.
And then there was one more. There was this cloak. This cloak. Usually you wear a cloak to guard you from the weather, right?
Yeah.
Well, this cloak evidently was smart and would talk to you, but all it ever said was complaining about the weather. Just be like, "Oh my God, it's raining again," and "Oh crap, oh it's so cold," and oh man, I would never want that.
Oh yeah, it was. They actually produced those in
Why?
this particular clothing line. Yeah, it was called Londoner Fog.
I don't get it.
London Fog is a clothing brand, and Londoners complain about the weather. So
Do Londoners complain about the weather?
I don't know. We should ask Russell.
We should ask Russell. Hey, Russell, do Londoners complain about the weather often? Is that something you guys are known for? Well, I know you're not a Londoner, but is that something they're known for?
Are you in fact called Londoners in London?
That's another good question. Are you called Londoners?
I made it up on the spot.
And then, they could be Londonites or Londonese. No, that wouldn't work.
Londinians?
Londinians. I like Londinians. But it does remind me of a certain monster from Men in Black. So I don't think we should go there.
Have you been looking at Cookie's selfies again?
Cookie's a crazy dude, man. I can't wait to have him back on.
Let's see. Well, I was experimenting with a polymorph spell, and I hadn't really
Right.
studied enough to do it correctly. So I was adding in a couple of different spell components, which I thought might be helpful.
Like what?
Well, I added a bit of koala fur because I wanted to do a marsupial transformation, and it just kind of went a little haywire, and didn't work very well. So
Okay.
I don't go outside during the full moon anymore.
Are you a were-koala?
I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of were-koalas.
See, you're one of the reasons that Australians say to stick a fork in your hair when you're traveling into forests.
What?
Drop bears.
I had an English teacher that gave me the best advice of my life. Says, when you're writing and in all things you do, always leave out the qualifiers.
Very important.
It makes a much stronger piece of writing.
And a much better spell, evidently.
Yeah, so that was my magical mishap.
I love it. All right, well, we'll figure out how to get Calliope fixed maybe after this break.
Maybe after the next full moon, because I want to see a koala bear with antlers.
Right?
Why do you think there's been rumors of a jackalope on campus?
I like a koala-lope. A koala-lope. You're a koala-lope.
Is that why the rangers are saying that they've seen rotting on trees, like 30 feet up?
Maybe.
Is that why all the bamboo on campus is gone?
I don't eat bamboo, it's eucalyptus.
I don't know. Stereotypically, it is said that you eat bamboo. I'm gonna go get some.
Rose petal eau de parfum. Awaken your senses to a truly divine aroma. Seductive and soft, this fragrance blends deep floral scents with musky green notes. Fresh grass and rose petals, delicately balanced with hints of cloudy pond water from the back of the garden, and stirred
With a stick and an old jam jar. Mom, smell my new perfume!
What we do as a child shapes what we become as an adult. Prestidigitation. Perfect for getting the dirt out.
Well, I think Cookie ate all of the Big Island pineapple and dark cocoa nom-noms, so it looks like it's time for another nature box.
Cookie, you bastard.
Yep. Time for our nature box.
He ate all of everything. All of these bags are empty.
He didn't... What? Wait.
And there is naked mole rat hair inside of every single one of them. He had very little, strands of hair. He would have to be very meticulous to get these hairs in here.
What are these suction cup marks all over the floor?
I have no idea.
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
You know when a sphinx cat, puts its butt up against a window?
Oh, why? Why? Don't do that. Yes, so we need to order more nature box, right now.
Speaking of dark cocoa nom-noms.
Oh no, you can't do that. That's a sponsor.
That was out of character.
I love it. So I think this is our third order. We make big orders around here, but this is our third order with Nature Box, right? So that means that we still qualify for that 30% off. because we use the code 33, THIRTY 3, the number 3, for 30% off our first 3 orders. You can go to nerdsmith.org/snacks to get that, to get to a special little site that gives you even further discounts. It'll send you right over to NatureBox, where they have all that amazing food, like we talked about just a few minutes ago.
Doesn't Calliope always have the qualifications?
Yes. She always qualifies for everything.
I knew I shouldn't have shared that story.
It's out there now. The universe knows.
Well, we are a proud member of the Nerdsmith Network. You can submit your questions and magic items suggested to us using the hashtag WandRadio on Twitter, or tweet them to us directly at @wand_radio. Nerdsmith is an amazing network. We would love being a part of them. It is full of like-minded creators doing fun things in a collaborative environment. And it's just, like I was saying earlier, we have Chad from Chaotic Goodness, as well as a bunch of other folks who have a good time submitting questions to the show, and we would love to hear from you guys as well.
That was a quality shout-out.
I don't have any jokes to go on the back of that. Do you have a particular special message that you would like to send out to friends, enemies, loved ones, all of the above? You can purchase a Nerd Alert at www.nerdsmith.org/nerdalert and have one of us read your message live on the air. Any message.
Approved by both the network and us.
Aside from that, any message. If you want Emmett to recite the ABCs, you can do that.
Yeah, I mean, you want to pay me $50 to do that? I'll do it.
If you want me to sing My Little Buttercup, you can do that. If you want Calliope to play her ukulele, you can do that. Lots of options. Ukulele?
Oh, yeah.
Her eucalyptus lily?
It's gonna keep running. Not very fast.
Much like a koala.
Ukulele. No, I like eucalyptus lately.
Also, you will want to avoid contact with other koalas because I've heard that their population is declining due to an outbreak of syphilis. I'm not kidding.
I am aware that you're not kidding. I've read the same studies, but I do just kind of stay in my dorm room on the full moon. I don't think there's, much,
You should go see Dr. Heather.
Well, no, I mean, not like that, but I mean, never mind.
She is a consummate professional.
Yes, but I don't have koala syphilis.
Calliope, I thought koalas weren't bears.
We're not.
So, Calliope, of course, doesn't have syphilis or, she doesn't live in like squalid conditions or anything.
I see what you did there. I acknowledge it.
Anyway, dear Wand, I recently lost my minion through no fault of my own, and I'm in the market for a new right-hand being. Can you offer some recommendations for trustworthy shops?
Yeah, Engelbert's down on 5th, on the second ring. They're a quality shop. All of their familiars and minions come with letters of authenticity for if they are summoned, or certifications on breeding if that is necessary. He cares greatly for the care of his creatures. Yeah.
Well, now this person says right-hand being, and I actually really like that because it's not only gender neutral, but it's also species and race neutral, which I really like. They're obviously very, very big into equality.
I'm trying not to laugh.
Emmett?
Yes.
Would you like to continue being a part of Wand Radio?
Yes, I would, Calliope.
I'm gonna get some tea. I'll be back.
Okay. Okay, we have a magic item to close out our show. Looks like a crossbow. Interesting. I don't have any familiarity with crossbows. Emmett, do you have you used one?
Yeah, I used to shoot a bit.
Are these...
Okay, I'm back with the tea.
Oh, welcome back. We're testing out this crossbow that we got in. It's called the Healer's Crossbow. It looks like it has some cute little rose zircon hearts embedded in it.
All right.
It's like if Sailor Moon was a ranged character.
Interesting.
I don't know what it's supposed to do, but...
I don't know. Ow, 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 ow!
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just burned myself with the tea.
What? What's wrong?
Spilled it when I was sitting down.
Well, it's hot water, so... Well, it says a Healer's Crossbow, so Emmett, why don't we test it out?
Excuse me?
Are you going to shoot me with a crossbow to heal my burn?
I'm not going to shoot anybody with a crossbow. What are you talking about?
It says Healer's... It says Healer's Crossbow.
I don't care. That is ridiculous, and I reject this premise.
Maybe we can shoot one of the studio cats.
You know what? I know that we're trying to use all the magic items that come in, but I think this one should be disqualified.
You just couldn't leave it alone.
Nope.
Of course, on the full moon, we go into Calliope's dorm, and there's an infestation of koala bears. It's the cutest infestation ever.
All right. No, I guess, are we sure about this? This seems really stupid.
I could pour my tea in your lap and you could shoot yourself.
I'd feel better about that, actually.
So would I!
Unless you want to shoot me. No, seriously, though, I don't think it's right to shoot anybody. Like, you should never aim, something like this at anybody. I guess if you're in the heat of battle and you're across the room and you need to heal someone, that might... But it just seems kind of stupid to test it here. But I guess if we don't test it here, who will? All right. I'd much rather it be on me, though. But are you okay with this, Calliope?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay, this really seems stupid. You know that, right?
Shoot the crossbow!
Damn. All right. So here, let me load it up.
I shouldn't have yelled. Sorry, Tosh.
Okay. Put the bolt in. Okay. Let's turn safety off. All right. So, all right. You ready? I guess where do you want me to shoot you?
Like
in the leg?
In the hand where I got the burn, maybe?
All right. Well, put your hand out.
Here you go.
Up against. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Hi. I'm Emmett Knoxville, and this is Healer's Crossbow.
Ow.
Oh my.
Oh, it feels it.
Wait. What? Where'd it go?
Hey, look at that. Okay. So it hurt when you hit me, but it seems to be okay now.
You have a bolt in your hand.
It's healing around the bolt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just gotta... Hang on. I gotta... Got it.
Yeah. Is that blood?
Yeah, it's a crossbow bolt. So yeah, there's a little blood, but it's okay.
It was a joke.
Oh.
It's from a movie, or play, or whatever that we call them here. All right.
Scroll.
Well, that was, kind of ridiculous.
So... Yeah, so... Hurt your friends and then heal them up for the day. In a pinch, I guess.
It's like on Airplane when they slap the woman to bring her back to her senses.
I heard about this crazy black mage that they created a healing shiv.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But my understanding was it did a lot more damage than it healed, so... but he liked it that way.
Comparatively, this didn't do nearly as much damage as it fixed up, so...
Oh, didn't he call it the stabilizer?
I don't remember, but maybe.
That is a good name for it.
That's a real good name.
Alright, I think we have one last question.
Yeah, let's wrap this puppy up.
Dear Wand, how do you cope with the fact that the multiverse is uncaring and that all of our efforts are ultimately useless, and no matter how much we struggle against the void, all of our suffering means nothing in the face of eternity?
Funk music.
A good time to give a shout out to one of the members of our Nerdsmith network and frequent listener, Chad, who writes in with tons of amazing questions for us to pull from on a near weekly basis. Thank you so much, my dude, and we love you.
Clearly was pretty smitten, taking her back and showing her stuff, so...
Yeah, he is.
Back already.
I'll show me mine if you show your me's. What? What was it?
Ellie just says, what the f*** is wrong with us?
Spendable money for your ill-gotten booty.
Hey, I worked hard to come by this booty. Squats every goddamn day.
You know what, Logan? Why don't you name your NPCs?
Everyone calls
Just
it
a
Iggy.
weird idea.
Goddamn amateurs.
Drake? Nothing. All right.
Maybe you weren't supposed to say it as a question.
You got 32 silver.
All right.
And a note that says, if you stole this, you. Also give me a call.
Well, that's okay, because that's why I have comprehend languages.
You don't need to comprehend anything if he's doing it right.
Shenanigoons, an actual play D&D podcast, available on nerdsmith.org or wherever you get your podcasts.